Well, hello, Gemini, and welcome to Mystic Door Tarot. This is Barb with your weekly tarot reading. I do hope everyone is doing well this week, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. It really helps the channel grow, and I certainly appreciate it. And as always, the reading won't be for everyone. These are general readings. Take what resonates and leave the rest. So let's see what the cards are revealing. And as always, we're going to see what crystal is being suggested for you, Gemini. What does Gemini need for this week? Crystal. All right, Gemini, we have lapis lazuli, problems resolved. Really concerns your third eye, your perception on things, your gut instincts, and your throat chakra. How you communicate is going to see you through. Okay. And I do have a lapis lazuli stone. Let's bring that into the reading. Let's see what oracle messages are coming through for a Gemini. Okay, Gemini. And we've got the message, overcome fear. Now, kind of what I'm picking up here is why maybe you got the lapis lazuli, because it involves the throat chakra. It could be what you might be telling yourself. This can be the unknown, which can be very unsettling. It's easy for those feelings to intensify when, like in the darkness, or when you feel really exhausted. So make sure all your needs are met, Gemini. Self-care is very important. Make sure you're well rested. This takes time to kind of rewire the old paths of your thoughts. And it might be a past experience, could be triggering emotions. And this is acknowledging the reasons why you feel this way. So this is really about take notice of how you speak to yourself. You're strong, powerful, and you can overcome anything. So move slowly at your own pace, and you're going to see the shining light. This is the candle, showing the way. You're being guided. So, but facing some kind of fear or anxiety, possibly, overcoming that. Problems resolved, says lapis lazuli here. So you're overcoming that this week. Let's see a message from your future higher self. What's the message coming through for Gemini? Message for Gemini from the future higher self. You're creating a you that you will be proud of. Okay. You're creating a you that you will be proud of. Wow. It's an odd way to put it. Okay, you're creating a you that you will be proud of. So moving on, there's a lot of, look at all the energy there. Turbulence, overcoming anything that you're uncertain about, fearful of, problems getting resolved. So I love that for you, Gemini. That's coming from your future higher self. All right, messages and guidance for Gemini, please. Got the bee tarot here, henceforth the thumbnail with the honeycomb. All right, what's coming through for Gemini, please? All right, we have the Seven of Swords. That could be what you're overcoming. There could be a trust issue here with someone around you. There could be someone that did something behind your back. What else do we have? The Ace of Swords, look at that. You are overcoming that fear. You're overcoming that experience. There's an opportunity coming in. Woo! And we have the Major Arcana card, the Devil. Could be someone or something that was manipulating you in some capacity. It feels self-serving. It really feels someone that's self-serving. Bottom of the deck, overall energy, we have the Princess of Swords. That's the overall energy playing out in the background. We'll talk about that. All right, Gemini, Seven of Swords can be an indication of something happening that you don't have any control over. It could be events happening around you, things regarding work, within the family, things that simply you have no control over. It can be something that's going on behind the scenes that all of a sudden you might abruptly find out. It can represent betrayal, just not knowing information that you feel you should have is what I'm picking up. But the Seven of Swords is also a card of getting a strategy in place, and I think that is in regards to handling it. You know, lapis lazuli with problems being resolved because you're trusting your gut instincts. You know something's off. You know something's off this week with someone or something. It could be a person or it could be a circumstance. You know something's off. So, you know, that 7 energy is about going within. You're feeling that something is off here. Something's not right. Could be also somebody not telling you their true feelings, you know, or not revealing the truth to the matter at hand is what I'm picking up. The Ace of Swords is the opportunity that's coming in for you to overcome anything that, you know, the message delivered with the overcome fear. You're being divinely guided here with the candle here. You're being shown the way. So there's that opportunity there for you to overcome whatever obstacles you need to overcome. And it can be something that kind of just shows up unexpectedly this week. It can be something that you didn't know was happening behind the scenes and you have to deal with it. So you're going to deal with it like an ace, so to speak, no pun intended. But I do feel victory is yours. All the aces are the potential for opportunities. And opportunities can come in and be something that, you know, something very deserving, or it can be an opportunity to move on and overcome like situations. Now, we have the Major Arcana card, the Devil. So strong energy here with the Devil. And it might be, wow, he's got money in his hands. It can be someone that's trying to manipulate you in a financial way, I'm picking up here. But it is definitely a manipulative kind of energy. It can be in regards to something going on behind the scenes. And again, it can be a person, it could be a circumstance. It's information that you weren't privy to. You're finding it out like secondhand, or it's coming out if you're digging into it. The overall energy for the week is the Princess of Swords. This is better known as the Page of Swords. So it's, you know, the Page of Swords just digs down for the truth, getting down to the truth, almost like a detective. So that's the energy that's playing out in the background. Oh, and look, we also have the 8 of Wands. There's some kind of communication or information that's coming out very quickly. Yeah. So you're learning the truth to something. And again, I can't help but think, the problems are going to get resolved here. But it is about trusting your intuition this week, Gemini. You feel something's off. You feel something's not quite right. Trust that intuition, and realize here that you're creating your unique self, someone that you can be proud of here, through working through all these issues and problems at hand. So let's see what's pairing up with your tarot messages here. What's pairing up with the 7 of Swords? That could be denial, betrayal, but it's also about putting a strategy in place to resolve. Got the 2 of Pentacles. Look at the turbulent water in the background. Yeah. You're going to be, there might be a bit of upset this week, or it can stem right at the get-go at the beginning of the week for those of you that get together for the Easter holiday, Easter holiday get together with family and friends. There could be something that comes out, or something seems off with family getting together. Something's not being said is what my guides are telling me. So 2 of Pentacles can be, kind of juggling. Your gut's telling you one thing and you're really feeling like something is not being said. Now the Ace What's partnering up with the Ace of Swords? This ace is coming in where you're able to, it's the sword that the princess is holding here. You're going to be able to overcome whatever news you hear, whatever information that comes in. We have the Hierophant. Yeah. It could be you're going to someone for maybe advice or extra information. The Hierophant can definitely represent, a priest, somebody higher up, somebody you put your faith and trust in. Your go-to person, you might say. And what about the Devil? There's strong energy here of you being able to press forward and leaving all of this, what I want to call drama, behind. We have the Three of Cups. You have plenty of support around you to help you. You're saying no to this manipulative energy, which I think is tied to your Seven of Swords here. So, kind of like toasting, getting together with friends. The Princess of Swords is bringing in that clarity and that focus, and you're seeing the handwriting on the wall now. There's information that's out. So you're overcoming any fear or anxiety, or I do feel, Gemini, the biggest thing here is if something feels off this week, it is investigate it. All right, let's get your final message here. What's final message coming through for Gemini for the week ahead? All right, Gemini. Journey. Branch out to new worlds. Okay, something new definitely coming in. And a strong message to kind of just go for it. All right, Gemini, that's the messages for the week. Thank you so much for joining me and sending you love and abundance to make it a great week.